Hey all, welcome back to SSX Tricky. I'm SSX. With me on this video is Blank Tester.
Hey kids, how's it going?
And Turo.
Haha!
In this video we're headed to Aloha Ice Jam, and we're also going to be looking at some of the, looking at some of the one and done characters again, and looking at people off their regular board types. So like Eddie's normally freestyle, but let's put him on an Alpine board so we can see more of the Uber tricks. Especially for Alpine. There were only 2 Alpine mains, you only saw like 8 Ubers. But again, there are some tricks that only characters off their mains do. So, in these last couple levels, we're gonna play around again. That kind of stuff.
Nice.
We're also heading back to Aloha Ice Jam. It was the final racing track in the previous game. It's back here, and it has show off in this game as well. So we'll get,
shit.
Yeah, both versions.
Yeah, it's difficult. You can tell that the original track wasn't made for it.
We jammin', baby.
Aloha Ice Jam, once the crown jewel of the SSX World Circuit, has undergone some changes this season. Chiseled from the polar ice caps and brought to the South Pacific locale in beautiful Hanalei Bay, Hawaii. This course has 18,000 feet of new shortcuts, making it more fun and challenging than ever before. He wants this, folks. This is his dream. And who are we to deny it?
I'll take him high, you take him low. Got it?
You got it.
No enemies in today's race.
Did they say 18,000 feet of... Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
18,000 feet of new shortcuts.
I mean, that's like 3 full track lengths.
Yeah. I mean, this is the shortest track in the game, too.
Huh.
So, I mean...
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a goof.
Did he say major hang time?
Yeah.
That was,
hanging?
While not getting any air at all.
he did nothing.
I don't know.
He's just really hyped to be here.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
having a good time.
Whoa. His head is always in the clouds, so he's always getting air.
That's true. It's
Yeah.
because he's high.
He's high as shit.
Oh, damn. Well, I mean,
There was
this
no
is
joke
his
here.
this is his Dungeon Master outfit.
That's true.
Yeah.
He runs a sick campaign.
Yeah. I wonder what
Yeah.
kind of campaign he'd run.
Yeah, probably one of those, like, I don't know, where every character looks like they could be spray painted on the side of a van.
Yeah.
Kind of like Wizards or something,
That's
Yeah.
a very
1970s sort of
specific
prog,
aesthetic.
But you know what? I think it's accurate, because, like, I don't know.
You could
every
spray paint
DM's
Eddie on the
different.
side of a van.
Yeah.
And people would be like, oh, I remember him from that one video game.
Even if they don't recognize him from SSX, they would still be like, oh man, cool van.
Yeah.
Because he's just got that kind of swag.
He makes
Like-
Eddie Van cool.
Yeah, I mean, you can't just spray paint anybody on the side of a van and make it cool. Even cool people painted on the side of a van aren't necessarily going to make the van cool.
Like Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, like that would just be weird if you got Matthew McConaughey spray painted on the side of your van. They'd be like,
Or
why did you
Logic
do
the
that?
Rapper.
Yeah.
I'm a big Matthew McConaughey fan. I loved him in,
True Detective.
yeah.
Tropic Thunder.
Okay, that
Lincoln
was my
Lawyer.
fault. I just couldn't think of a.
No, I'm trying to think of others. Dallas Buyers Club.
Who was in We Bought a Zoo?
Matt
I
Damon.
mean,
Matt Damon.
And he
I
was
didn't
also in
think
the
that was
sequel, We
McConaughey.
Bought It Too.
Yeah, spray paint the We Bought a Zoo poster on the side of your van. That's my favorite movie.
I love that movie so much I got a van themed after it.
oh my god. What about a Kangaroo Jack fan?
Oh, yeah.
Kangaroo Jack. What a human Anthony.
Yeah. The prestige movie that won the first, what was it, best fart in a movie
Yeah,
at the
Kids' Choice Awards Best Fart
Awards.
Award.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying The Prestige, the movie.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah. Which
Okay,
is also
well-
a great movie.
Yeah, that's
just
the first
like
run.
Kangaroo Jack.
Well, that was the first heat. It stayed mostly the same, but they definitely improved the kind of back and forth section. where you could take the big shortcut overhead. Like if you don't end up with the shortcut and you're taking the section below, since it's ice, and they made it nicer than what it was before.
Yeah, it's also like more clear what you got to do. Now I want to ask, if I had known we were doing Aloha Ice Jam, I would have asked this beforehand. On the topic of that reset out of bounds, are you going to be doing the thing for the third run?
No.
That's
Yeah,
so disappointing.
I will not be reenacting the thing on my third run.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's not gonna turn into a big fucking monster. Ooh.
Yeah,
is
this
this
shortcut's
new?
always neat.
Yeah, this is a new shortcut.
Huh.
If you
Okay.
land it right, you can actually keep grinding on the billboards, but that's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also in a show-off mode, I think that leads to a 5x multiplier. Because getting on that billboard is actually really hard.
Ooh. So did they make like new level geometry that's just style after the original, or did they copy paste the original level geometry and then add shortcuts? Can you tell?
I don't know.
You know, that's interesting. I don't know what the process was for updating these levels.
I think they discuss it in the DVD content, but it's been
okay.
a few months since I've watched that.
Yeah.
But honestly, that DVD content is really fucking interesting. I think someone has it on YouTube somewhere.
But yeah, do point out the new stuff because I'm very curious about that, and I'm not as familiar with the level.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
whole section has been changed.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, where it's all ice and just easier to do.
Wow. I think they probably recreated it because like they were gonna make Yeah, he bonked his head with the board and then bonked it on the rock.
Yeah, since some levels were complete redesigns, like Snow Dream and Tokyo Megaplex, it is probably better to start
Start from
from
scratch.
scratch.
And like they can
Using it
use
more
the
as
old one
reference
as
material.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So is this new?
Yes.
Yeah,
That
is.
shortcut was new, but this whole
Right.
section...
This section isn't, but the shortcut was.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I imagine they didn't design that section with a shortcut in mind. So
So they redesigned the level
yeah.
from the ground up, and they were like, ooh, let's add 18,000 feet of new shortcuts.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, along the way, we've also seen again some new Ubers. I'm just kind of pointing that out for, I don't know, people who I guess have never played the game. And it's like, hey, look, there's more than like 8 Alpine Ubers. You've got, what was the coffin roll, the Madonna. I tried to do the floorboard, but I smacked my face into the ceiling.
Yeah. I think you've done some of those with some of the other characters, though, haven't you?
I mean, no, so far the only Alpine I've shown off is Marisol and Brody.
They always get such a huge fucking leap out of the third heat. I don't know how all of them do that.
I mean,
They're programmed to,
Be fast.
do so. Though I will say, on the Alpine, on this third heat, I always crashed in that first kind of turn. Just somewhere in there, the geometry is not good for this long of a board.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
So, yeah,
Got shafted.
but yeah.
Oh, that is so cool.
The Madonna. I love, like I said, again, the little flourishes, like, flipping the board around like twice after, by kicking it. It's not just, do the grab and then put your foot back on the board. It's, that little extra.
New Frame Plus is a really interesting YouTube channel that does like Dan Floyd is a game animator who, makes videos about game animation. I would love to see his thoughts on like the way they like give each character their own personality through the tricks and stuff, because like every character has a very distinct personality, and that's really hard to do.
Yeah.
I'd say the character personality really does come more from the character themselves than the tricks. Outside of course, their their special trick.
Yeah, I
which
think
is
it's a good...
very them.
The signature is a good supporter, and also, yeah, the groups of Ubers they do have, I think, also does lend itself, suit them in a way. Like, imagine Elise doing the rake. That would just be weird.
Yeah,
So, she
and
doesn't
also
have the rake,
Mac's trick feel kind of like less zany and more like cool shit that like a skateboarder would think of,
Yeah. I mean, like
the
the
hand
thing,
in hand, the paddle wheel.
the thing about animation though is that like when you've got like everybody in the background here is doing different stuff, and like
I kicked some booty.
Yeah, and the animations, the animations assist basically every other aspect of the game. Because, like, in theory, you could just have Eddie be represented by a sphere that's never animated at all, right?
That's true.
But, like, you could play the game like that, and it wouldn't be as fun, I think, but that's exactly the point. The animations make the game fun.
In the SSX Discord, someone was working on, like, a spiritual, like, successor kind of game thing, and, like, he was starting from the ground up, like...
Oh, okay.
Like, at one point his character was just a sphere going
Just
down,
like a pill or something moving down
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just
Because I
reminded
believe
me
the
of that.
default player in, like, Unity is, like, a
little
pill
ball.
shape.
There's a little pill.
Yeah.
Ball. It's a fucking ball.
Yeah. All right. That was the first heat. I took the updated T-key shortcut. It's now, glass tubes. Some parts of it are harder than you think, but it's still pretty fast. Then we're looking at Marisol on a BX board when we go to Aloha Ice Jam Show Off. This is again to, show some other Uber tricks. Like on her BX board, she'll have the blender and the Benihana,
Yeah.
which none of the BX mains do.
Yeah.
Sure.
So cool.
One other thing, when it comes to the outfits, I don't think the AI will spawn in with the last outfit.
Right,
this,
the master version?
no,
Yeah.
I don't think Marisol wears this outfit as an AI character. It's just the first 4.
Huh. I
mean, the
haven't
fact
been
that-
paying attention.
The fact that the AI spawns with any alternate outfits is cool.
Yeah,
on its
yeah.
own.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
AI can pick alternate outfits, not just the character default, and also any of the character's boards, even the off-board
Yeah.
types of theirs. But alright, yeah, welcome to Aloha Ice Jam Show Off. The point limits are kind of low, but that's because this is pretty hard.
Yeah.
As you could have probably seen while watching the races, there will not be room for a lot of opportunities, so you really do need to find the best ones, or at least the ones that work most of the time. Make the most out of them. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
because
all,
there's long slaloming sections that, like, you can't really do anything without getting launched off the track.
yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know if this is like Humble Flex or something, but I was playing through this game recently, and as Mac, when I got to Aloha Ice Jam, I barely doubled the gold score for this track, and like for reference,
Yeah.
I can get like a million on Mercury City and stuff like that on Garibaldi.
Right.
So like, there's just not a lot of room to do things on this track. It's short, it's cramped, it's made for racing.
Yeah, what's the equivalent of like the 2 million club on Garibaldi for Aloha Ice Jam? Like the
Yeah.
500,000 club? I don't know.
Yeah.
I would say probably the 750,000 Globe, where it's like, it still
Yeah.
seems unreachable to anyone but the
Yeah,
The most
ridiculously talented.
I never really competed to get the sickest score here.
Right.
And show off.
But yeah, I mean, especially kind of the ice area there was made a lot better for, ramping off of one of the banks and getting a
Right.
bunch of air, and they put some, multipliers there
Yeah.
to help you out.
So you've gone this way a couple times. Did you? Is it just going around? Or oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, it just goes around the center thing.
I see. Yeah.
They actually kind of de-designed that. In SSX 1, there was a bit more difference between the two paths.
Oh, interesting.
Here, it really does just come
It's kind
back
of
out to the
mirrored.
same. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Not every moment of the track has to be... I mean, to be honest, if one of those was just simply optimal in the first game, then it wouldn't really make sense to leave those asymmetrical,
Yeah.
Like, there's no point having an asymmetrical option if one of the options is just superior. Oh, shit. Oh, okay, I thought you were going to crash into that.
Yeah. There is kind of that cool, like, top tube
Yeah,
that they added. Yeah.
that's cool.
I'm hot and I am number one.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Man, you got 250,000 on this track.
All
with
right.
Fucking.
Because Aloha Ice Jam is hard, I've included some bonus clips,
Hell
some
yeah.
alternate tactics or strategies. Like if you're really getting kicked around, no shame in struggling on this course, so here's some other things you could do. Like, staying on the rails is a safer bet, and especially this rail over here with a 5X, where you could take this and,
just really ride it for a long time.
You're not in danger of, like, losing these points, and boom, that's 50k. That's almost a third of what you need to get for gold.
Yeah, because those points are banked as soon as you're off the rail.
Coming up here at the end, this is not a noob-friendly tactic, but this is kind of a cool thing you could try. This billboard will let you trick on top of it. Like, it won't crash you if you hit it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you can always keep your Uber and do an Uber off the jump there at the end and get another 40k. So, some bonus things, you could do or try.
Yeah, there we go, yeah.
Though with that billboard bounce, that's Uber trick specific. Like, the torpedo did not work on that.
Oh, so it matters what trick you're doing there. Okay.
Kind of does.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I think when it comes to freestyle borders, the sad sack is one that you can do billboard stuff with.
Yeah, I think the torpedo got weird and kicked me off because you go, like, horizontal and then get kind of wide with the board. I don't know.
Yeah,
Hitbox
shit.
But yeah.
Frame data.
That was Aloha Ice Jam. It returned and got show-off mode.
Very cool.
So we've seen all the returning tracks, but we still have one left. We're headed to the final track and the second new one, Alaska, next time.
Oh, shit.